What up, peeps? Welcome back to the flip side. So, audio is crap right now because I got some fans running. It's pretty hot in here. Why am I not doing a Mortal Kombat 1 video? Why am I not doing what I said last week? Well, because I'm gonna get to that. But first, I wanted to make a announcement for my channel. I decided that it would be better. It would be better if I unlisted this video. I have it unlisted. Because there were some pretty abhorrent and incorrect statements that I made in that video that I don't want it to affect my life in general. I don't want it to affect the channel, and I don't want to get attacked, if I do ever get big on this channel, which I don't think is going to happen within a few years. But if I am still doing this channel, I don't want to have this video hugely affect my life and the channel and my fans. I didn't take it down because there were some statements that I did make that were correct, and they were backed up by sources. So, if anybody does want... Oh, and I know, there's a toilet in my room right now, currently. I'll get to that. But, if anyone does want to see the video, I can supply it to them through Discord DMs, like private DMs, and they'll get the video link for 12 hours before I take off the link in the DMs and close the message with you. So yeah. Anyway, there's a toilet in my room, and it's still there. And before I get to the second subject, I am going to finally put my Discord server link in my YouTube description, because I realized that I don't really have the link to the server in a lot of my videos. So, if anybody wants to join the server, I'll have it in my YouTube description by the end of the day. Anyway, the toilet is in my room because there's currently construction going on in the bathroom. And the fans are in my room. I have some fans blowing in my room because the air conditioning is out. So, yeah, we're getting an air guy in here. Hopefully that's going to get fixed. But where my desk is right now, there's a little hole connecting to my bathroom so that we could fix the pipes. I had to get a new bathtub put in, and we had to fix the pipe, so I currently don't have a shower. Anyway, where my desk would be right now is it would be right around here where my mouse is right now, along with other things. So as soon as all of this chaos goes away, I will go back to my regular videos, Mortal Kombat, Mario Kart. Oh, and speaking of, I have a little funny story I want to tell, but before that, I just want you guys to know that we are currently at 49 subscribers. We're one away from getting 50 subs, and when we do, I'm going to finally set up the villain, the real villain for Mario Kart Tour Prison Part 3. It's going to be a lot different than the other skits that I did for this series or whatever I'm doing, this fun little thing that I decided to do. And I'll get to this in a second. Anyway, yeah, so maybe if I react to the Wave 5 Mario Kart Deluxe DLC trailer, maybe that'll blow up. Because remember in Wave 3, when I did that trailer, it blew up. I think last time I checked, I got like 800 views or something like that. It was a little bit more a little bit less than that John Wick trailer I did that got over 1,000 views. Anyway, so what I decided to do, speaking of Mario Kart, I got banned from the Mario Kart Discord server, and I still am currently part of that server. I'm not gonna tell you how, but I still secretly am. Anyway, so when you join a server, like, I doubt anyone is gonna go in and actually look at the rules and actually remember them, but I don't know, maybe it's my fault, and it is. I'm not. Before I even get to this story, I'm not claiming to be a victim, because half the time I was trolling, and I do deserve whatever I get. But actually, I don't know, because the punishments are a little harsh, to be honest. And there's okay, so let me just start this very simply. Apparently, you're not allowed to talk about anything in the server but Mario Kart. I know, free speech, right? And as soon as you join the server, they ask you what your pronouns are, and then they put the pronouns right next to your username. And so that's how you already know that this server is run by liberals. Because who else would care? Who else in the world would care in a server about Mario Kart, right? It doesn't even matter about Mario Kart. It could be a freaking book series or a freaking comic book series server, whatever. Who the hell cares about pronouns other than liberals? Other than liberals. Why would it matter? Why would it matter? Right? So, anyway, enough about that. I decided to be funny and say to this one girl, "Oh, how do you have she and they in your pronouns? Like, you can't be both. You're already a she. You can't be a they." And so, that was a little trolling on my part. But apparently that didn't go punished because the mods weren't watching. So the mods weren't watching then, but the mods were watching when this little story was going on, because this isn't the first time that it happened. Okay, the mods were watching when I said some pretty dumb stuff that could have got me attacked, but it didn't. So this was my honest reaction. Yeah, so received a warning for disrespectful comments about pronouns. It was not disrespectful. I mean, it was a harmless joke. It was a harmless joke. It couldn't have been disrespectful. And you're gonna see what I said in a few minutes. But yeah, so I messaged the mod when I get muted, and I said I didn't say anything hateful about LGBT groups. And so this is the mod I'm speaking to, and she says some pretty robotic stuff. Oh, I told you to message ModMail if you have any concerns. And I said, okay, well, you don't have, just to check if you're gonna turn into a robot. I said, are you gonna at least confirm or deny my statement, or are you gonna direct me to ModMail again? And then they direct me to ModMail again, because they don't even want to engage in a discussion. They don't even want to engage in a discussion. They just want to be as robotic and avoidant as possible, right? Right. So I screenshotted it, and I exposed it in the Discord server after an hour of me being muted. An hour. So then I get banned. Well, okay, so I'll show you everything up that leads to the ban. So, I exposed a screenshot, and then da-da-da-da-da, and then some person, which I have the mercy of blurring out everyone's names. So they decided to bring this back, and then, yeah, so you can see what I said. Like, you already decide genders, you don't need a they. So I'm trolling, by the way. I'm trolling. Like, I'm not even serious. Like, if I were really okay, so and then I get called a homophobe and a transphobe. Yeah. I get which I'm not, I'm not a homophobe, or I'm not I'm not a transphobe. Okay, I have family members that are part of the LGBT community. Okay, so yeah, and I love them with all my heart, and I would never do anything harmful to them because of what they believe in, or what their sexuality is, or what they identify as. So, and then the mod comes in. He was like, point me out to the homophobe and transphobe, without even considering, without even just, oh, well, point me out to who it is. And then everyone just decides to snitch on me, right? Everyone just decides to snitch on me, right? Because right. And so I try to defend myself before I get banned. I say I'm not a transphobe because I love all people, which is true. I just said this. I am a Christian. As a Christian, I'm required to love, right? Oh, and by the way, if you ever read the Sermon on the Mount, which is in the Bible, it says Jesus says nothing bad about being gay or anything like that. I made sure. I read it and I double read it. Okay? To make sure. And and then I say, imagine hating someone based off their beliefs anyway. Like, damn, half the time I'm just trolling. Like, I'm trying to defend myself here, and I'm serious about this. Like, I'm trying to make a point that, like, I'm trolling, and I'm not even serious about, like, hating. I don't hate anyone based off their beliefs, and like, I'm trying to unveil that, like, yeah, I don't really care about any of this, and it's pretty stupid to think that I would hate anyone based on their beliefs. And why would somebody do that anyway? And then I get muted. And then I get muted. So yeah. And before all this, I was trying to prove that, like, I was trying to prove, and you know, maybe I do deserve to get all the hate comments that I did, because, you know, when this person thought they were exposing me, you know, I was trying to be like, well, this shit doesn't matter. Like, the pronouns don't matter, which is why I was making the joke in the first place. So yeah, so I get muted for an hour, and then when I come back, I show this picture in the Discord server, trying to prove that, like, well, guys, these are the people in charge of the server. Like, this is what happens. And so now I try to change the subject back to Mario Kart, and yeah, so and then after I get muted, the mods put on slow mode. The mods put slow mode on. Yeah. They put slow mode on for 5 minutes per message. And so everyone was tired of it. So I said, and so I try to change the subject, and then I say, and then this person goes, oh, Sunset Wilds, this has never been a real debate. So fuck you. And so I said, alright then, let me rephrase. Which is more hype for Wave 5 and Sunset Wilds? And then I decided to take off the cooldown. I know you can hear me in your ivory tower, mods. So, you know, I don't know. And then I'm just getting hated on with everything that I said. I'm just getting hated on by everything that I say. And so, I don't know. I just decided to maybe stop the cooldown that everyone was hating on, and no. But then I just get fuck you ratio. Yeah. So just want you guys to be aware that if you do join that server, you better act like it's Airstrip 1 from George Orwell's 1984. Alright? So, once again, I'm not claiming to be a victim of anything, because I was trolling, but I am making a point that the punishments are pretty harsh. I mean, and there's some bias. there's some political bias in that server. So yeah, so funny story. I just wanted to add to a little bit, rather than just saying that, oh, I'm taking down the video, and yeah, and I haven't done my usual videos because of construction. So just want to add a little bit of content, and hopefully all of this chaos gets fixed within now until next Tuesday. And with all that said, I'll see y'all next week back on the flip side. Peace.